Hello there everyone, my name is Y23F45 and welcome back to my channel, guys and gals. I am back at it again to play a scary horror game, and this time it is called Immortal Snake Nest. Well, I found this game in itch.io and this has been made by Neighborhood Toasty. So let's dive deep into it and let's see what this game is all about. Oh. I still don't understand what had happened. I was at work when suddenly the snake began to move. It had taken residence in my skull some time ago. I couldn't recall when anymore. I found it difficult to talk about it to other people. A snake inside your what? Despite always feeling it, every day was a feat in constantly relearning to live with its demands. As the snake loosens its grip on my frontal lobe, oh, in your brain, I had suddenly found myself feeling lighter, eased. For the first time in a long time, my sigh of relief came in the form of a moan. As my body collapsed onto the floor. Oh. I think we are inside a hospital. When I had come to, I was faced with an endless ceiling. And a man in a white coat, with a freaky smile. Good afternoon. I had difficulty making out his face. You gave everyone quite a scare back there. Do you remember what happened? Actually, no. So we're gonna go with no? Well, at the very least, I can confirm that your vitals are normal. Nothing serious from the impact with the ground either. What? I fell down? I'm guessing you're a doctor, so we're not gonna be asking who are you. So, where am I? What hospital am I in? We just finished the preliminary tests. You don't have anything to worry about right now. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. I'll try asking again. Oh, we can ask one more. So, who are you, actually? He's looking at me as if he doesn't know I've finished speaking. Anyhow, we have just one last thing to do, and then you are home free. Sit tight. He squeezes my bare calf affirmingly before rising from his seat and disappearing behind the curtain. And also, before I continue with this one, I love the background noise. It really gives the vibe that I am inside a hospital. It really is. Good one on that one, developer. Oh, it's gone. The snake has been clenching intensely ever since I have woken up. Ugh! What the heck is that? It is as uncertain about its surroundings as I am. So this is your brain, right? What is that even a snake? I don't think that's a snake. A normal snake. It has a lot of eyes though. What? Like the primordial predator it is, it will not forfeit the comfort of its nest so easily. Controlled, I start from the head. Unclenching my jaw, I exhale and squeeze the tension from the diaphragm. Oh, you're not, I think you're not a lady. Or, you're a man, I think. My chest deflates in succession. The gentle motion unties the forces binding my shoulders against my sides. Or, I think you are a lady. My lower back rolls against the plastic covering of the mattress, spreading itself out farther than the state I had awoken in. What the heck is happening with your body? That is not normal. Well, having a snake in your brain is not normal. Spreading itself out farther than the state I have woken in. Buttocks, thighs, calves, and feet follow until I am splayed against the surface. Like an animal on a dissection train. I am relaxed. You know what this game reminds me? It reminds me of Rambo. If you have ever played that game, comment down below. So, let's continue. The beast does not know pleasure, but is contented with my self-discipline. It retracts its fangs and curls itself back into a comfortable bundle. I can feel it watching me intensely. Still, how do you know it's watching you? What? I hope you haven't fallen asleep in there. Oh, it's the doctor with a nurse now. The man in the white coat emerges from behind the curtain. Another man in scrubs holding a metal dish follows behind him. Composed, I am now able to address the man in proper. So we have a dialogue here that says, Doctor, while I cannot speak for what had happened to me, I can assure you that I feel fine now. The doctor smiles reassuringly. The nurse rings his fingers along the bottom of the dish. Furthermore, as you can see, my physical and mental faculties have remained intact. If anything, I feel rather refreshed. So don't touch me. I'm good. I love my snake in my brain. Don't touch it. I don't know if they know that. Oh. So no response. The doctor's expression remains the same. He turns his head to look at his partner, the nurse. It's shock, most likely, when individuals emerge from traumatic experiences. Rationalization, the event may be expressed in the form of rambling. I'm sure you have acquainted yourself with this in your studies. The nurse nods. What the heck's happening with the music now? It's like it's so ominous. What do you suggest? Well, eccentric behavior isn't necessarily necessary violent behavior, the doctor explains. Nonetheless, protocol should take precedent. Not taking the proper precautions can become a liability. So you're saying we should muzzle her? The doctor chuckles. It's like I'm not even here. So we have an option to raise our voice or reason with them. I don't think reasoning with them is the answer. And also, raising our voice is not a better option. So the two of this is already a bad choice. If only we could run. So let's try reasoning with them first. I would like to call my employer to let them know that I am alright before we do anything, please. I can feel the nurse glaring at me. Despite being unable to see his face, I know that I have accepted him, in particular by interjecting. The serpent slithers around my brain, marking its territory. It watches the nurse watch me. Limply laying on the bed, I feel naked beneath their gazes. He opens his mouth for a curt reply. Whatever you are trying to do is going to have to wait. The doctor smoothly follows up. There are things going on with you that we need you to help us understand. Is there something wrong with me? A diagnostic was conducted while you were unconscious. The doctor raises his brows sympathetically. Some of your co-workers told us that you have troubles integrating with them. Integrating? What? You're friendly and hardworking, but maintain certain boundaries. I remain firm. I'm very personable with them. Of course. A little on the quiet side though, right? Prefer to keep work at work. He seems to be listening now. I nod cautiously. Us, I mean. There isn't anything wrong with that. His disposition remains amiable. Would you say that your episode today was maybe due to some of those difficulties? The snake is calm right now. I feel like I can answer honestly. Perhaps a little... Well, in that case, I think we might just have something that may help. So I'm guessing... So, based on the snake's action, and also, I think it can understand. And also, I think it has legs though. Ugh. He is pleased. Well, expedite your treatment. Your cooperation has been appreciated. My eyes flick to the sponge the doctor is holding. This one? The nurse is still glaring at me. The doctor grips my calf with the same reassuredness as before, setting the sponge between my legs on the mattress, and, in a perfunctory motion... Ah! What the heck is that? Extracts a serpent from the metallic dish. What the heck is this? The snake in my skull feels my fear set in immediately. It unfurls and presses itself against my temporal lobe as I flexibly snap my legs away from the doctor. Open my mouth to scream. What the heck is happening? But all that leaks out is a confused whine. The snake inhibits me from responding. I bunch the tin hospital-grade cotton blankets against my bed in an attempt to erect a barrier between myself and it. I'm always so mindful of my snake, so why? Without the doctor's request, the nurse strides towards me and attempts to hold me in place. His form partially obscures my vision. Oh, now it opened up its mouth. In tandem, the snake presses itself against every strip of interior flesh it can find. It gyrates to create a painful friction before baring its fangs and hovering over my cortex. My pitiful blanket barrier has been carelessly crushed by the nurse's body weight. Unable to take more abuse, I finally freeze. The doctor moves towards me with the snake in hand and slides the sponge closer to me. We don't have a choice. Appeal. I don't want to see that. I don't want it. I cough and recompose under the pressure. Doctor, please, I can assure you that I am just fine. The weight of the nurse does not wane, perhaps a bit hungry from having slept for so long. The doctor washes a small patch of my skin on my leg. The snake perks up, smelling the moist flesh. Oh, is that a freaking snake? I like the one in my brain. The one is blind. This one is blind. Its olfactory senses do not appear inhibited, however, as it levitates towards the scent. The doctor guides it closer, allowing it to become acquainted like a newborn baby towards a family pet. I feel its thin tongue whip across a patch of my leg. Rah. Doctor, I have a very important arrangement this afternoon. I have no time for an operation. Could we consider rescheduling? Mature. Reasonable. I'm sweating gloves. At this stage of the game, you're really reasoning with them. These two, especially the doctor. I don't think the doctor's even a doctor anymore. There's no one to cry for to help me. That's why they gave me the first snake. Doctor, while I have a sturdy constitution, I may just make matters more difficult for you by being so unprepared. Doctor, I am an upstanding member of society. If I need another snake, then I can independently decide the appropriate avenues, and if you gave me at least 48 hours, I will be able to compile references who will attest to my character. And her hair is so stringy, the nurse says idly. The doctor's maw stretches open, letting out an affectionate laugh, and the snake bites down. Still, nothing worked. The layers of teeth penetrate the first epidermal layer, and using the suction from its throat, the serpent stretches the ensnared skin apart to travel to the second layer of flesh. The bone snaps upon impact with its soft head. You're doing great so far. The doctor's voice sounds so far away. Sinews restructured as quickly as it is destroyed. The tarnished flesh is used as nutrition, and the creature secretes a thick fluid that ossifies in its place. Despite being a reptile, the destruction is mechanical, similar to an ant at work. The initial prick is painful, but the installation itself is similar to an uncomfortable cramp. Feeling it wiggle makes me want to throw up, more than anything else. I'm unmoving, but the nurse and the serpent in my brain grip me harder than before. An unnatural process made unnatural from the inside and out. The snake shakes to loosen the entrance as the rest of its body is propelled inside. The assimilation is complete. Look at that. The nurse peels himself off of me like a thick strip of gauze, and I can finally see what has become of my leg. Oh, please. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I could throw up. Swollen, fetid, the wound is still fresh. The snake what's happening with me? I think it's because of the picture. The snake periodically tosses and turns, attempting to accustom itself to its new home. The doctor tilts his head to look at my face. It'll feel itchy for about 72 hours. Once it's comfortable in there, though, you'll find yourself with a whole new lease on life. The edges of my mouth lift to a weary smile. We'll put it in a cast to keep it isolated until the incubation period is finished. Speak to the front desk to book a follow-up appointment after you get dressed. After a week, I go back to work. What? The boss has a box of donuts in the lunchroom to celebrate my rehabilitation. My coworkers ask how I'm feeling. I tell them a little bit better and apologize for any inconvenience. Everyone signs my cast. Freaking hell, what the heck was that? So I guess that's the whole game? Well, I was waiting for an action, well, hoping that there's gonna be surgical do that and stuff, but apparently it's just a narrative story. It's a nice story about the medical malpractice of doctors and the nurse inside that hospital, well, in this game. And also, we didn't get a lore about the snakes and about the things, those creatures. What are they supposed to do inside a human body? Is it a symbiotic relationship, or is it just a parasitic relationship? Well, we don't know. I'm guessing that this game is going to be expanded on, but I do hope so, because I kind of wanted to learn more about the lore, and also I'm kind of interested with the snakes. And as with that, guys, I hope you like this kind of content. Please do support the developer, and please like, share, and subscribe, and even hit the notification bell so that you will be notified if I have a new video or a new live stream in my channel. Check out my Facebook and also my Twitch gaming if you have the time, because I live stream there daily. So as with that, guys, I bid you farewell. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening. Y2